Yo, what is going on guys? This is Swerve here and welcome back to another Prehistoric Kingdom video. In today's Prehistoric Kingdom video we're going to be briefly covering what has been released for the June devlog for 2020. So I'm a little bit late on this, as you guys know. I'm actually going to be taking a week off tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week shall I say, and I've been making videos for you guys to enjoy during those weeks, so I still post some content, but in the meantime let's get focused into what we have known for June 2020 for Prehistoric Kingdom. As you can see, the development progress and development report, we've actually advanced over into the pre-alpha 2 simulation stage, and soon hopefully into the management stage. This programming means that animal locomotion step by step, water painting has all been complete. Fence system, user interface, atmospherics and optimization is still being worked on, as well as art and audio at the same time. Not only this, but along with the animal locomotion, the proof of this locomotion working is the fact that we now have the Tyrannosaurus Rex working in full functioning mode. So I'm going to be playing some clips in the background for you, and personally, in my own opinion, I think it looks incredible. I love how it moves about. I love the way it looks, to be honest. It's not a Jurassic Park type of Tyrannosaurus Rex, and that's completely fine if you ask me. But the way that it interacts with the grass, the way that it interacts with its blinking, its movement, just discovering where it wants to go, it's really cool. Now, the only issue I have with this is the same issue I have with Jurassic World Evolution. The dinosaurs tend to walk a few steps, then they stop, and then they turn their head, and then turn their body, and then walk that way. It's very basic programming in my eyes, because I got taught this at a very young age of how to, you know, get your character to move 4 steps, turn 90 degrees, move 2 steps that way, you know, and I feel like that's what's kind of being shown off here a bit too much. I'd like it if they just fluently like moved and turned, you know, like an S shape. I think that would look really cool in my opinion, but nevertheless it is early days and it's starting to look like a Jurassic World Evolution, maybe even better than Jurassic World Evolution. So this is very important for Prehistoric Kingdom. As you guys know, they are not a huge company working on it like they did with Universal and Frontier working on Jurassic World Evolution. They're a smaller company, and by far probably one of the best companies I've seen to make a dinosaur game where it's a park builder at the same time. Next up we have fence junctions. Now fence junctions is very good because now we can have enclosures side by side, as you can see by this image on screen. This image actually shows off 3 types of fences being, well, junctioned in essence, and hopefully a 4th can also be added to that as well. But you know, it's a nice little cool thing to sort of talk about. We've seen it in Jurassic World Evolution, but hopefully we can see it in Prehistoric Kingdom as well, because it's really nice to sort of build unique paths, because it's sort of nice building unique enclosures and fences as well. Next up we have a slightly longer clip where it's actually water painting. Now water painting is a very cool feature if you ask me. As you can see already, we're able to do what we can do in Planet Zoo and also in Planet Coaster as well, but sadly not in Jurassic World Evolution. Already I can tell there are going to be some incredible park builds just because we can use the terrain in a very more interactive interface, and the fact that we can lift it up, we can change different levels, we can have murky water, we can have clean water, we can just no water, we can just put a dent in the ground, which I think personally, in my opinion, looks really cool. And I like the fact that, you know, you have different types of terrain, different types of water options, because it's going to increase the variety of types of parks we can build. As you can see, you know, eventually in the video you'll see that we can lift terrain, we can smooth terrain, we can make the terrain look really nice, blending in with the water, and that's something I really love doing in Planet Zoo. So hopefully Prehistoric Kingdom is going to look just as nice as well. Next up we have more environment art. Now the environment art, in my opinion, I love it. I really do love it. It's one of my favorite things that I look for in devlogs, and it's basically this time round a grassland biome, so sort of an African Saharan sort of biome, where let's say some lemurs could hang out and some monkeys could hang out. As you can see, we have those type of trees, which the name escapes me, I do apologize, but those trees I do associate with lemurs in Madagascar. So personally I think this looks incredible. I would love to see my Prenocephales running about in this long grass as well, just running about in between the trees. And honestly, the whole reason why I like Prehistoric Kingdom is because of the foliage. You guys know, if you were here before Jurassic World Evolution came out, I couldn't get over the fact how nice the foliage looked in Jurassic World Evolution. Sadly, you know, I kind of became too attached to it, and I'm not a big fan of the foliage anymore. I see too many details that kind of shouldn't be in there, which is a little bit stressful. But with this foliage, from what I've played personally in Prehistoric Kingdom, I do love the look of it, and I'm excited to get my hands on the full game final release and see how the foliage system is going to work. Next up, we have structures. Now, the structures we have are the animal nursery, and with this animal nursery, we can see it's essentially like the Hammond Foundation lab, where we'll breed the dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs will come out in one section. In one of the images, you can actually see which looks to be an Apatosaurus. I think, I don't know if that's part of the roster, but it's definitely not a Brachiosaurus. It's a sauropod of some sort, maybe even an Argentinosaurus, which we know is going to be in the game as well. But it seems like this is how we are going to breed our dinosaurs, and our dinosaurs are going to enter the park. Personally, I really like the look of it. Not only that, but we also have new types of feeders, which are currently ground feeders. As you can see, we have some fish, we have some meat, we have some bugs, we have some foliage, and we also have some fruits. So there's a vast range of diets. Not only that, we have what it looks to be some wood, water, ice, maybe sand. I'm not sure what they will be for, but it'll be interesting to see how that's going to go. But as you can see, actually, maybe we have low grade, mid grade, and high grade nutrition, which is probably going to come at extra costs for the high grade nutrition. So the fact that we've got different types of feeders, and we've got 5 diets of feeders, and we also have different grades of nutrition of feeders. In my personal opinion, I love the look of it. Next up, I don't know if the GIFs are going to work in the editing process. However, we do have the animations for the walk-in of the Ankylosaurus, and also the run cycle for the Ankylosaurus, which doesn't look like it's running, to be honest, because it's a little cutie, it's a chubby little bunny. They're just going to waddle back and forth and moving their legs just that little bit quicker than the walk-in animation. Likewise, we have the same for the Brachiosaurus walk-in, and we also have the same for the Brachiosaurus run cycle. They don't look like they're running all that much because, it's a big dinosaur. It's not going to look like it's going to run. But to their body, it is essentially running. Now, if the GIFs don't work, I do apologize. If you want to go check them out, the link to this devlog will be in the description down below, so you can go check them out yourself. Next up, we also have the Brachiosaurus walk test video. Now, looking at this video, the Brachiosaurus, as usual, looks majestic. I really love the look of it. Sadly, it does look a little bit skinny. I don't know if that's going to mean that if we feed our dinosaurs more, they'll get a little bit fatter. If we don't feed them, they'll get a little bit skinny. We don't quite know at this point in time. That would be a really cool feature to add. However, looking at the Brachiosaurus with its walk interface, it's a short clip, but either way, looking at the Brachiosaurus's walk, I guess the legs could be a little bit muscular, a little bit more muscular in my opinion. They look a bit fragile. Hopefully they can change that, change the model on it. But for now, the Brachiosaurus, again, just looks majestic like it usually does. Now, after this, we have a genetics lab showcase. Now, with the genetics lab showcase, we're basically going into the genetics lab and looking at dinosaurs. As we can see, we see Coelophysis, Dilophosaurus, Baryonyx, Gallimimus, a question mark, which I can't quite make out what that is, a Guanlong, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Velociraptor, Oviraptor, Plateosaurus, hold on, it's going a bit quick for me, Camarasaurus, Brachiosaurus, another question mark, Ankylosaurus, Stegosaurus, Dryosaurus, another question mark, Iguanodon, Edmontosaurus, Psittacosaurus, Pronotocephale, Protoceratops, Thyracosaurus, Triceratops, Mammothus, Megaloceros, Colodonta, Hyenodon, and there was a few at the bottom as well that I can't quite see. But looking at how it works, it seems like it's very similar to Jurassic World Evolution, which is quite cool. It's a nice simple interface that we can see. We select on dinosaur, we can see the height, we can see the walking animation like JPOG, which is something I love. The JPOG interface when before breeding dinosaur was one of my favorite things. But as we can see, the Edmontosaurus is changing skin as well. They're changing the skin, they're changing whether it's female or male, and that determines whether it's going to have the crest on the forehead or not. And when you choose the breed one, similar to what we had in the past with the demo, it's basically just going to breed on the side, and then you're able to pop them down as of so far. Now with the Tyrannosaurus Rex, as you can see in the current female section, or the male section I think it was, I'm not quite sure, it actually did have one of those turkey things that everyone keeps reminding me of what it is, but I keep forgetting what it's called. But the turkey flap underneath its neck at the first Tyrannosaurid that we get to see, which is quite cool. Again, we get to see the sheer size of the Tyrannosaurus to a, let's say, average 6-foot human. But, the interface is really cool in my opinion. We get to see the change of male to female. We get to see the change of age. You can actually change how old you want your dinosaur to be, which is a really cool feature in my opinion. We can see the diet. Obviously, it's going to be a meat. We can see the group size, which is 1 or 2 animals, which may actually be 2 dinosaurs as well, but they're going to say animals because not every single animal in this game is a dinosaur. You can see the biomes and what it prefers to have. I assume this is after you release one, and you can also see that it's a 5-star as well. But at the end of the day, it's very much like JPOG and Jurassic World Evolution. It's very basic, very simple, but less is more in my opinion. I really like how clean it is, and it's really nice to get an understanding of how it's going to go. Now, changing genetics, whether they're going to to fight a lot stronger like in Jurassic World Evolution. I'm not quite sure if that's going to be a thing quite of yet, but you'll have to wait and see. Now there's much more on the website, but I don't want to steal all the thunder from them, because I definitely recommend you guys go to the Critivo website and check out Prehistoric Kingdom's devlog for June. It talks about temperature biomes and all types of biomes that they've got, the change of social requirements, because some said it was a bit different, you know, so they're changing it with breeding pair, limited group and open group sizes, so it's more interactive with the dinosaurs. You get to see some cute images of Plateosaurus as well, so go check that out, and some awesome community spotlight by Dino Art, drawing a huge Giga, Allosaurus, T-Rex, and Utyrannus maybe by the looks of it. We have some Minecraft dinosaurs, some Megaloceros painted by Hartley. You know, they're really cool features, so go check out the website. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video on the devlog for Prehistoric Kingdom. Now the reason why I wanted to cover this is because we finally get to see the T-Rex in motion. I know loads of you guys are going to enjoy watching that as well. Now I have been slacking recently with the Prehistoric Kingdoms upload. I'll probably get to it, you know, similar editing style to how this video was edited, because previously it was very boring, very long. I'd read out every single feature, but I think I'm going to pre-read and then talk them in my own words, and then if you guys are a little bit unsure of what I meant by something, you are more than welcome to go check it out in the link down below. Something else I've only just noticed actually is that on the website we can see a little aviary. So, you know, if you go to link, you can see an aviary in the background behind the Diplodocus. Wow, that was a tongue twister. But in the meantime, I appreciate you all for staying today, all the way to the end of this video. If you are still here, let me know that you are still here. You know, that would honestly mean a lot to me. And if you are new to the channel and you wish to help me out, we're closing in on 15,000 subscribers, which would be incredible if you guys could subscribe to the channel as well. But in the meantime, I love you all. Thank you so much for sticking by in the video. Make sure to stay safe out there, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.